parity has finally hit the NBA. There are a bunch of teams out there with dynamic duos, and today we'll look at the 8 teams who have a chance at winning the 2020 NBA Finals. This is the countdown. Number 8, the Golden State Warriors. It seems pretty low for the defending Western Conference champs and the dynasty that won 3 of the last 5 championships. We know, right? But with KD leaving to play for the Brooklyn Nets and no Klay until 2020, it's going to be a tough run for the Dubs in the newly built Chase Center. How well DeAngelo Russell fits in with this team will be important as well. The Warriors lost a ton of depth, and Klay's torn ACL will keep him out of the lineup until at least the beginning of 2020. The new look Dubs will have to gel pretty quickly, but with Steph Curry leading the charge with a chip on his shoulder, he'll have to remind people why he was the 2-time MVP and the first ever unanimous MVP. Number 7, the Houston Rockets. 2 MVPs, no problems, right? But I don't think it'll be that easy. Their season hinges entirely on the relationship between Harden and Westbrook. Can Westbrook play off the ball? Can Harden get himself and the Rockets into their offensive sets a little bit quicker instead of dribbling 23 seconds off the shot clock and pulling up with 1 second left? How will these two coexist in Mike D'Antoni's system? Will we see the same old story from the Rockets?
Curry, 33 points in the second half. And that'll do it.
Number 6, the Utah Jazz. The biggest question I have is, will they have enough scoring prowess to make a Western Conference Finals? After this week, it sure doesn't look like it. Hopefully Mike Conley's rough start was only that. The Jazz will be a top team in the loaded Western Conference, but they still seem like they're one piece away. Number 5, the Denver Nuggets. This team can give every team fits, and no one knows what to do with the Joker, and they have some playoff experience now. Denver seriously has 10 guys that can and will give you buckets. They'll lead the league in who is that every time you see a different guy going off. This team is deep and talented, and if they figure out their rotations in the playoffs and who should take over in clutch situations, they'll be a tough out in the West. Number 4, the Philadelphia 76ers. The Al Horford and Josh Richardson additions will really help this team. Despite losing Jimmy Butler, this team has been tested over the past couple of years with their core nucleus. They have enough scoring and now enough defense to win an NBA title. Without this lucky 4-bounce shot by the fun guy, we may have seen that last season. The shooting will be a major concern though since JJ Redick plays for the Pelicans. But I've seen Ben Simmons make a jump shot on video in the summer, so you can tell I'm really excited.
Ben Simmons.
Number 3, the Milwaukee Bucks. This team has to adjust after losing Malcolm Brogdon in the offseason. He quietly put up a 50-40-90 season. Giannis has to elevate his game this season even more if he wants to win his first title, which we think he'll put the Bucks in a position to do. As the season progresses though, teams will figure out more and more how to stop him. This year he has to make adjustments and his teammates have to make shots in the playoffs. Looking at you, Eric Bledsoe. Number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron is rested and he has a chip on his shoulder after not making the playoffs for the first time in over 10 years. They added veterans, they added shooters, they added Anthony Davis, but as Jamal Crawford suggested, something may be lacking. The Western Conference Finals will be a battle of LA, and as long as KCP doesn't get any minutes, this team will be tough. We're also going to pick a LeBron MVP win. Number 1, the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers are for real, bruh. They added Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and after the long offseason, we finally got to see what they had to offer, and holy guacamole. They beat the brakes off the Warriors, and Kawhi is still performing at a high level, and being the greatest meme to ever exist.
Hey.
This team looks dominant on both sides of the ball, and this is all without Paul George. Now with that being said, in less than 5 games into the season, we're already ready to overreact and crown the Clippers your 2020 NBA champions, winning the franchise its first title in history. Don't forget to join us in the comment section below and let us know, who do you think will win the NBA Finals this season? This has been The Countdown.